Hi, it's David Greene, founder and CEO of R3 Stem Cell, the nation's leader in regenerative cell therapies. Today I'm going to answer a question that we've just been getting a lot since we opened R3 Stem Cell International. How were you able to accomplish this offering a full stem cell therapy for only $2,950 with including 30 million live stem cells? Well, I'm going to tell you the 5 ways that we were able to accomplish this. After 8 years of working in the U.S. at over 35 centers of excellence that have offered collectively over 11,000 stem cell procedures, we've developed a significant amount of what you would call purchasing power. We leveraged that with our biologics lab in Mexico, which took us about 3 years to find. The reason is that regulations are not as strict as they are in the United States. So what we did was found a lab that not only uses the FDA standards for ensuring the safety of the biologics, but they exceed them by a lot. So that was very important to us. I'll get to that later. But we used our purchasing power to lower the cost of our biologics to us, which we've then passed along those exact savings directly to patients. The second way that we were able to achieve it is because real estate just doesn't cost as much in Mexico as it does in the United States. So for instance, our office is beautiful, it's first rate, it's right in Tijuana, but it just doesn't cost what it would in, say, La Jolla, right, near San Diego. So once again, savings that we were able to pass right along to patients. The third thing is our doctor. So when you look at what it costs to provide a service in medicine today, there's the cost of the actual product, there's a cost of the doctor fee, and there's a cost of all your other overhead. In this case, the doctor works for us at R3 Stem Cell, so we've been able to work it so that once again, and I think you can see a theme here, is that yes, he's done over 1,000 procedures for patients, but he's doing a lot of them, so he accepts a lower amount for each one, so that once again we have savings to pass along to patients. So what that means is that we have run numbers so that patients can receive 30 million live stem cells at only $2,950, which is 80% less than what a similar procedure would cost here in the United States with much less stem cells. So the fourth reason we were able to do this is safety. And I use that word because we wanted to make sure that the safety was there, because we've never had a significant adverse event in the United States. And we wanted to make sure that the biologics met and exceeded FDA standards. And that's not easy to find in another country, okay? And that's not a bash on the FDA at all. In fact, there's a reason those standards are in place, and the testing and everything. So the lab we work with exceeds the FDA standards by looking at infectious, communicable diseases, malignancies, and the biologics. The lab actually works with the donors from the very beginning of their pregnancies with nutrition, vitamins, and things like that to make sure that the donated placentas are as healthy as possible. Another thing is we wanted to make sure the patients weren't going to receive any stem cell mutations. So in Mexico, you are allowed to culture the stem cell biologic, which is great in the sense that you can get a much higher cell count, but bad in the sense that you want to make sure you don't get mutations. The way to check for those is called karyotyping, and our lab does that, which most don't because it's expensive. So we made sure of that so that we can prevent mutations and get those high cell counts. Now, reason number 5 is what I would call outcomes. What I wanted to make sure of is that the outcomes in Mexico at our clinic were going to be first rate, and they weren't going to cut any corners. And so what we've done is we've looked at the whole process, and basically here's the key. When you get a stem cell biologic that is cultured, what happens is you're replicating the stem cells. You start with the stem cell, it's first generation, and then you replicate it to second generation, third, fourth, fifth, so on and so forth. As you get past the 10th generation, the structural integrity of the stem cells starts to go down. So if you're getting a high cell count stem cell procedure that has generation way down the way downstream, that is not going to be nearly as effective as if you're getting one that's way upstream. So we made sure that we're using upstream stem cells that are between the second and the 5th generation, so they're very potent and powerful, and we get great results. So those are the top 5 reasons of how we're able to bring a very effective and safe stem cell therapy with very high cell counts to patients in Mexico for only $2,950, just 20 minutes away from San Diego International Airport. So visit us online today at stemcelltreatmentclinic.com and then call us at 888-988-0515 today.